Hi everyone, my name is Udana Power and I'm really excited to share something important that's important for all of us because we all know that our health is important. It's the foundation of our whole life, and actually our health determines our future. I found out that the hard way. I want to share this, so I'm just going to jump right into it because I appreciate your time. So I took the time out of what I was doing because I wanted to bring this information to other people. We can change our lives. We can capture, contain, and remove heavy metals from our bodies. I know a lot of you may have learned a little bit about that already because it's in the news. But what I know is you cannot solve a problem if you don't know you have one. And what we don't know can be killing us. And I learned that, again, the hard way. A good health is a valuable savings account. I didn't want to learn this. I wanted to get a pill just to get better, and that wasn't how it worked. Just briefly to give you a little bit about why I learned this lesson the hard way. I never wanted to be anything else but an actress. I was born that way. That's who I was. And when I got hired, I got sent to New York by Ellen J. Lerner to star opposite Katharine Hepburn in Coco on Broadway. And that was my big break, an opening bell. I came back to Los Angeles when that was over, and I started guest starring on a lot of television shows opposite a lot of wonderful actors. Oh my gosh, it was fun. I had my own series. It was created by the people who did Life and Times of Eddie Roberts. Mary Hartman. But this was their next thing after that. And I did over 200 commercials. And I did lots of musical theater. And that was because I'm a singer and a dancer and an actress, primarily an actress. But I was starring at the Mark Taper, doing a history of the American film, and we were getting great reviews, turn-away crowds, offers all over. And I had to go home and go to sleep. I couldn't, my health failed. And nobody knew what it was. The doctors didn't know what it was. They couldn't figure it out. Oh, it's just stress, you'll be fine. Well, it took me 10 years and I found out what it was. It was a fungus in my body that had become systemic and that was now attacking my liver, my ovaries, and my adrenal glands. So it took me a total of 10 years to get well. First of all, to find out what it was, what to do about it, which was a lot of cleansing. But once I got my body cleaned, my body could heal itself, and it did. Oh my goodness. So these two things are important. What I didn't know almost killed me, literally, and only my body knew how to heal itself. And this is what I want to share with you right now because it's so important. And because by the time I got done with this, I had run out of money. Boink, another one. So good health is key to everything, for our relationships and for our careers and for our money. Because if you make a lot of money, if you lose your health, you're going to spend all your money trying to get it back. And that started me on this incredible journey to learn a lesson that I didn't want to learn. Harumph, I said I wanted the doctor to give me a pill and make it better. And that's not what happened. I have done almost every cleanse fast. I've coached hundreds of people through cleansing programs, nutritional programs that help actually revolutionize and totally awaken their whole health and change their lives completely. What I didn't know until about last September, that we all have a toxic burden of heavy metals, not just toxins, but heavy metals in our bodies. It's interrupting the way our bodies can heal themselves. There's over 40 of them. And I knew about toxins, but I didn't know about heavy metals. And I started doing some research. Number one, how did they get there? And why should we care? And then what to do about it. Found out how to do about it. But in the 1990s, a new practice was started here in the US where industries were having trouble, getting rid of their toxic waste. They were put it in landfills. It was expensive. They couldn't put it in the waterways. They just had a great idea. There were a couple of things inside these toxic waste that were good for fertilizer. So the big idea was, let's sell it to the fertilizer companies as fertilizers. And there's articles online about this. I've got them here. You can text me, email me, I'll send them to you, but basically where they would start putting these big silos out, and they would put toxic waste in the top, and out of the bottom, they'd bring it out as fertilizer. So what's been happening is all that fertilizer has been going for the last 30 years throughout all of our water tables, all of our land, coast to coast. Glyphosate is something that has been used in lots of fertilizer, and it's still used in the United States, even though there's many lawsuits against it now. They're shelling out billions of dollars. And there's also arsenic, chromium, cobalt, lead, and nickel in it. Those are known to be toxic and endocrine disruptive. And they're in 22 pesticides, not just the 11 glyphosate based ones. And that could be explaining some of the adverse effects that we're all having. This is from PubMed, the National Institute of Health. Moms Across America did a study, and they found that literally 100% of fast food is loaded with heavy metals. Heavy metals can be found in children's breakfast cereals, oats and wheat and barley, corn, chickpeas, soybeans, oats. After they're grown, they flood the fields with glyphosate for some reason, and I guess it helps us keep it better. I don't know, but that's what we're eating, and that's what your children are eating in their oat products. Heavy metal poisoning can cause brain damage, memory loss, anemia, kidney damage, miscarriages, and cancer. I invite you to do this little exercise. Put in any disease name you want into Google, and after it, put the words heavy metals, and I think you're going to be as shocked as I was, because I had no idea that this was having such an impact on all of us. There's also another thing. They're called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs for short. They are in paints and pharmaceuticals. They're in dry cleaning. You take that dry cleaning thing off, and it goes, you get that whiff, and that's the dry cleaning. That's those VOCs. Permanent markers, same thing. Adhesive, disinfectants, craft supplies, cleaning supplies, air fresheners, stain repellent clothing. Oh my gosh, we're wearing it on our skin. We're getting VOCs into our body all the time. As a matter of fact, the Environmental Protection Agency found out the levels of VOCs inside our homes was 2 to 5 times higher than those outside our home. Holy mackerel, why should we care? Well, VOCs can cause headaches, loss of coordination, nausea, damage to liver and kidney, and to the central nervous system. And some can even cause cancer in animals. How about our kids who are crawling across the floor, and our dogs that are throwing chew toys all around the house? What about that? What about our kitty cats that are little pads of feet? They don't wear shoes, you know? Some are suspected to cause cancer in human beings. Here's what got me though. 2005 study. This is almost 20 years ago. By the Environmental Working Group, they took the cord blood, the umbilical cord blood of mothers who had just given birth. And they found that the mothers had 285 toxic chemicals in their bodies, and the newborn babies had over 200 toxic chemicals in their body just as they were starting. Many of them carcinogenic. And see, that little baby has a full life to start growing its nervous system and getting well and creating. Holy mackerel. We eat right, we exercise. How many people do you know that are in great shape? And yet most people that I know have some kind of pharmaceutical drug that they're having. Yes, our bodies do get sick, and yes, doctors do help. But as far as the body being able to heal itself, we want to put our bodies in a way where they're not going to get sick, or when they get sick, they can get well faster. Here's something that when I put 2 and 2 together, it just shocked me. Over the past 30 years, we all know how many technological advances we've had. It's been stunning. And we've also spent billions and billions of dollars on cancer study, okay? Now, over that 30 years, cancer has gone up on the increase, 79%. What's that about? Okay? Early onset cancer is predicted now at National Cancer Institute in 2022. They said, and we're 2024 now, so I don't know what the numbers are now, but 1 in 3 men will get cancer in their lifetime, and 1 in 2 women will get cancer. I don't want to be a statistic. 2018 report said $268 billion was spent that year alone on sickness caused by heavy metals in our body. We cannot out-nutrition heavy metals. Even though we buy organic food, we spend it all, a whole paycheck, and we get the best into our body, but if there's toxic sludge in the cells can't metabolize around all of it. It's like the difference between our car. You have a car and you know that every 3,000 miles you want to get new oil and clean the filter, okay? Cars are not self-healing. That's why we take care of our cars that way. But our bodies are self-healing. So we think, oh, we can just put anything in and it'll just heal itself when it heals itself until it starts slowing down and things start going wrong and you can't get up again, like that fungus in my body. I was doing great until I couldn't get up again. Okay? But there is good news. Again, our bodies are self-healing. They're designed that way. We can grow better. We don't have to grow older. I mean, by about the time you figure out how life works, we want our bodies to be supporting us. We want our bodies to say yes when we want to go do something. Youth no longer has to be wasted on the young. And I just want everyone to know that, because I'm at an age when I'm ready to live the rest of my life. I discovered this product that I think saved my life. Again, because what I didn't know was killing me. With carbon monoxide poisoning. When the gas company finally came out, I had not been able to drive for a month and a half because my eyes were crooked. This was going on in the furnace underneath the beautiful floorboards of my gorgeous lower duplex, just outside of Beverly Hills. This was it, and it was, the gas company said, poisoning carbon monoxide. Can't smell it. Heavy gas, didn't get high enough to get to the detectors up near the ceiling. Uh-oh. The only thing that saved me was this product. Now, I had been taking it for several months already because I was interested. I'm interested in cutting edge science, not messing around with my body. I'm at an age where I want to accomplish all the things I didn't accomplish because I was so rudely interrupted in the middle of my life. I know a lot of you can relate to that. Cell Defender, it captures, contains, and removes heavy metals and VOCs, volatile organic compounds, from the bodies. There are 15 clinical studies. If a company or a product has one clinical study, that's a big deal. This product has 15 of them, and the formulator has been working on this for over 20 years, and it's pretty astonishing. In nature, it's called Nature's Purifier. There have already been 8 million bottles sold, and there's only over 1,200 testimonials in the last 2 years alone that I know of. And it was created by this gentleman, Rick Deitch. And what I love about him is he's a formulator not only for nutraceutical products, but also for pharmaceutical products. He started working on cancer drugs 20 years ago for Rexall Showcase. And he's an amazing, what I would like to do is have Rick himself share what this is and how it does. I've listened to this little video so many times. I just want to share it with you because it's important information for us all to have for ourselves. So here we go, Rick, here we go. And I'm here.
Hi, I'm Rick Deitch, the Chief Scientific Officer of Avini Health, and I'd like to talk to you about Cell Defender. See, first of all, you have to understand that all of us are toxic. We live in a toxic world. There's heavy metals, volatile organic compounds in the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink. And all of us have mechanisms in our body to excrete those toxins. The problem is, our exposure is much higher than our ability to excrete. And so toxins build up in our bodies over time. And the body tries to protect us by hiding those toxins in metabolically inert or inactive tissue, mostly fat and bone. Over time, that toxic level gets higher and higher and higher, and it impedes health. It impedes our ability to heal. And so you need to do something to avoid toxic exposure, to mitigate the risk of toxic exposure, and to actively detoxify. And there's lots of different modalities for detoxification, but most of them equate to really just going to the bathroom. They're laxatives and diuretics that, as long as you're getting stuff out of your body, we call that detox. But that's not really detoxification. The best thing we've ever found, really, in the last century for detoxification is using natural zeolites. So what is a zeolite? A zeolite is a natural compound that's formed in volcanic eruptions. When a volcano erupts, the lava and the ash goes into salt water and it forms these crystal cage-like structures. So zeolites have a cage-like structure and a negative charge, making one of the few negatively charged minerals found in nature. Because of the cage-like structure, negative charge, zeolites can draw to themselves, trap within themselves, a variety of different positively charged compounds. Now, different zeolites do different things. We use a zeolite called clinoptilolite. Clinoptilolite has been used for over 800 years in traditional medicine for improving general health. And the cool thing about clinoptilolite is because of its structure and its pore sizes, it loves small, highly charged metals, and it doesn't like bigger metals with a lower charge. It just so happens that all this stuff in nature that's bad for us is small and highly charged. That's mercury, lead, cadmium, arsenic, tin, bismuth, aluminum, antimony. And all the stuff that's good for us is bigger with a lower charge: magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, sodium, potassium. So the zeolite loves the bad stuff and doesn't like the good stuff. So when you ingest it, it sucks up all the bad stuff and goes out of your body. I realized if we were going to really use this for human detoxification, we had to do something about it. We had to fix the natural zeolite. So really created by nature and perfected by science. The two things we needed to do was make it smaller and clean it out. Because zeolite in the mine site, when they mine it, are huge particles, anywhere from 5 microns to 200 microns, like a rough granular sand. You ingest that, it's not getting into the bloodstream, it's just staying in the digestive tract. So every other zeolite product out there doesn't really know how to properly standardize, micronize the zeolite. And so you have all sorts of ranges of product size. So we, through many years of research, have come up with a micronization process. We get a standard particle size of less than 1 micron. Anything smaller than 2 microns can be absorbed. Less than 1 micron, you know it's being absorbed. And the smallest particle is even smaller than 500 nanometers, half a micron. So that means when you ingest this product, it gets absorbed from the digestive tract into the bloodstream and goes all over the body, where it can remove toxins and heavy metals. The second thing is, zeolites in nature are dirty. When you get the zeolite from the mine site, it's full of toxins, heavy metals, volatile organic compounds. And that's because zeolites are nature's filter. When you have a zeolite mine site and water flows over it and air blows through it, it's sucking those things out from the environment. We measure the toxins that come off it through our activation process, and some of them we couldn't identify. So we sent it out to a third-party lab, and it came back as diesel fuel exhaust. Just think about that. That means the actual mining equipment that's mining the zeolite is creating toxins the zeolite is pulling in. And so if you have a company that's selling a zeolite product that is not doing our activation process, you're ingesting that. You're ingesting that diesel fuel exhaust along with the other toxins that are naturally in the zeolite. So we have an activation process that's labor intensive, that drives off the heavy metals, drives off the volatile organic compounds to clean out the zeolite to make it the most active. So when you ingest it, it's got tons of space to pull in toxins from the body. The example I use there is the sponge in your kitchen sink. If the sponge is all dirty, you can't clean your counters with it, you can't clean your plates with it, but if you clean out that sponge and squeeze it out, now it can suck up all sorts of toxins, all sorts of things, and clean up your kitchen. And there's a lot of knockoff products out there, but nobody understands the technology. Nobody has made a product that even comes close to a Vini Cell Defender. So what does it do? It takes out toxins and volatile organic compounds from the body to make a cleaner, healthier body. In so doing, it improves the immune system. So it stabilizes immune system health. And lastly, it actually stabilizes pH. It raises our pH to alkaline levels, so we're in a healthier state. You're going to hear tons of testimonials about how this has changed people's lives. And time and time again, people tell me how this works and how it made them heal this or improve that. I'm telling you, it really only does one thing. It takes things out of the body that don't belong, and a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. Everybody needs this product. When they hear about it, everybody wants this product, and this is the only place to get it. Avini Health and Avini Cell Defender.
That is Rick Deitch. Again, he's been working on it for 20 years. Now, the interesting thing is, it's been with other companies, but each of those other companies have chosen, the management has chosen to dumb down the products so that they could make more money, and the products stopped working the way they were. The last time that happened was several years ago, and Rick took them to court. That particular company who had the licensing for that took them to court, and the judge said, Rick Deitch, you get your formula back, and you other guys, you got Deitch Light, good luck. And with that, two gentlemen stepped forward, a man named Neil Roth, who's now our CEO, as well as Doug Dickey. Both of these men had been using these products for a long time. They had had enormous impact on their families, friends. So many people had been using these products to save their health, improve their health, help themselves, that these gentlemen said, we've got to put together our own company and control everything about it so that no one can ever change these formulas again. So Neil Roth is our CEO, over 45 years of top executive positions in multi-billion-dollar a year companies. Doug Dickey, VP of Sales, 20 years of experience as a CEO and a CFO for fertilizer and plant nutrition companies. These men are dedicated for this. They came together with Rick. They put together Avini Health, which got started in May 2022. Okay, now it's June 2024. We have an 18,504 square foot facility back in Boca Raton, Florida. So it's all made here in the United States. They have complete control of all the elements coming in. Everything's tested. They put everything together. They send it out to third-party testing, and then they send it to us. It will always be that way. They will never have changes made to those products. And they chose to distribute this through direct marketing. And the reason they chose that is, number one, they could keep control of the process. They didn't have to report to a board of directors. It's all, again, USA made, and we get to explain what these products are and why they're important. Because, well, I didn't know this until just a few months ago, but every big breakthrough in the nutritional world for over the last 40 years has come through direct marketing. I know we've all walked through the vitamin stores, GNC and Whole Foods, wondering, oh my gosh, what am I looking at? This is why we want to be able to explain what this is and how it works and why. St. John's wort was introduced this way, acai juice, glucosamine, hyaluronic acid. So this is an important thing to know about. So before I finish up here, I want to give you a little bit of a scope of the rest of what's available to you, because the company does have a full line of products. It's a small line. They're never going to have anything you can buy on Walmart, like vitamins or shakes or anything like that. This is only the technological advances of what you can use and what's designed to take out things from your body that don't belong there, so your body can start fixing itself. Okay, that's how this works. Yes, sometimes we need a nudge. Cell Defender is the tip of the spear. That's the beginning of the whole thing. This removes the heavy metals, not only from the bloodstream, but from the lymph system as well, and it supports healthy pH, as he says. It's micronized and it's activated. There is no other there is no other zeolite out there on the market today. Rick is the category creator of this. There's a lot of people trying to copy it, but there's no other company that actually takes the 3 days and 34-step process to activate and clean it. And that's because Rick didn't write it down. He didn't even put it into a patent, because patents expire. No one else knows how he does this, and that's why it's so effective. We also have a thing that takes anything, parasites, bacteria, virus, mold, and fungi out of the bloodstream. Nano silver. It's the exact right size. It's like colloidal silver. You don't want to get colloidal silver on the inside of your body, but this has been actively made, stabilized, and made small enough to go into the bloodstream and not harm anything, not harm the gut bacteria or anything, and it'll literally go in and kill any bacteria, virus, mold. It's just stunning how this works. Plus release. This one has 47 clinical studies, and it's a pain relief that has a homeopathic dosage of Asian cobra venom. And if you take a look out online, I know I've read articles by Harvard, they're all going, oh my gosh, this works. It's not the venom itself, it's something inside the venom. It's very important to see this because this is FDA registered as a homeopathic, non-addictive. He created it to help veterans get off of opioids. And it's anti-inflammatory, you can't overdose, and it's been tested and found to be 600 times more potent than morphine. You can use it internally and externally. I always use an immune booster, again, because I just live in Los Angeles. I know I had to be strong, there's lots of stress going on here. So this is the best I've ever found. Normalizes blood sugar and cholesterol, it elevates the mood. And I've had so many people say, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, wow. And this is one of the byproducts of that. Reduces heart disease. Plus fiber. This is different from any fiber out there. This has five different kinds of fiber, and it helps lower cholesterol and stabilizes healthy blood sugar, improves digestion, and there's multiple kinds of fiber in it. Really extraordinary. And this hydration product is off the charts. It's one of my favorites. I have this once or twice a day. It has a thing called low osmolality. Most hydration products just stay in the digestive tract and you just pee a lot. This one, what's called low osmolality, gets it into the cells themselves and starts washing out the cells. And that starts also taking the electrolytes into the cells, giving you energy. There's a product for weight loss, which is really wonderful. Once you add that to cleaning the toxic load out of the cells themselves, this helps burn fat and blocks carb, blocks hunger. It improves your focus. This is a spectacular product. Their Plus Energy drink, it wakes up the whole body. Somebody gave me a bottle of it. I was falling asleep in an afternoon at a lecture, and I'd been traveling. I was tired, I love staying up all night. Anyway, this absolutely, I went, all of a sudden I was wide awake and there was no buzz. It was really extraordinary. Plus Cardio Care, this is a brand new product. There's two of them. This one here, Cardio Care, it supports the entire cardiovascular system. Not only the heart, just everything else. And there's one ingredient in this that has been studied with 8 clinical studies, and that ingredient has proven to reverse congestive heart failure and coronary artery disease. It's like, what? Why don't they use that in other products? I don't know, they don't. But Rick found out about it and he said, I've got to do something, and he created this. Mind Plus Mind and Vision. I've got so many people who have been using this only for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and they say, oh my gosh, my mental acuity. Our brains are connected to our eyes. That never even occurred to me. And our eyes are living cells that are looking outwards, connecting with the outside world. Not like our skin. Their eyes, they're alive. And when we're sleeping, they never stop. Yes, our eyes and our brain actually need some support. And we also have it for our dogs and cats. I use both of them, Cell Defender and Plus Relief, for my kitty cat. She's an older little kitty cat and she needs some help. And boy, she's been running around and eating up a storm since we've started using this with her. Pets don't wear shoes. They're on our carpets. They're on the outside where glyphosate gets poured onto our lawns. They needed help just the way we do. Again, it's non-addictive, non-narcotic. So, there's a whole panorama, an idea of things that you can use for whatever is happening in your body. And again, as I said at the very beginning of this, our health determines our life today and our future. So why not be proactive? Why wait for a doctor to give us a pill or an operation? I mean, that stuff is heavy duty. It's good when we need it, but we want to help our bodies heal themselves. So what's your next step? You may want to learn more. You can get more information. You can sign up. You get with a person who asked you here. Sign up and get more information. We'll send you reports and product videos. We'll send you clinical studies. Your doctors can read them, testimonials, and you can get all of your questions answered. And for those who want to just try the product, get started as a customer. Just try 1 or 2 products. See what you think. And we always want to know, there's a 30-day guarantee. You get your money back if you, for some reason, you don't like them. But then you also get personal consultation. We want you to connect with us and let us walk you through what's going on for you so we can help coach you to get your best results in the fastest period of time. You can also become a member. And this is how I started. I just got a pack. The packs are stunning. I would suggest getting the ones that have everything in them. This one's is the most efficient, but you'll get 35 or 45% off on all the products. There's no yearly auto ship. There's no auto ship, and there's no yearly fee like most companies. And we again say, call us when you receive the products. We want to give you a personal consultation, walk you through what your goals are so you can focus, and we can help support you to use the products in the best possible way to get your outcome the fastest. You can also share with others. I mean, we all know people who need this. I know a lot of them, and I've known some that I found out the first week, and I went, oh my gosh, if I had only known. I didn't know she was still dealing with her problems. You can join us in a mission to help change world health by just sharing a little bit or a lot. The beauty of it is it gives meaning and purpose, and I love that. That's why I stopped what I was doing. I was putting some things together as a producer. I'm a writer, producer, and I thought this needs to be out here for everyone to understand about. And you can get it out, so the bonuses just pay for your product. You get paid to be healthy. You can create an income from home if you like. I've got a training out there. I train people exactly how it works. You can get a part-time program of part-time income, full-time, big-time income. I've done that. But the most important thing is the products and your health and who you are and who you're becoming. And here's the good news. You don't need to fast for these things to work. All you have to use a few little drops in your mouth like this, boom, and that's it. I do it every couple of hours now because I'm doing on a crisis dose because of the carbon monoxide poisoning. And we get to clean out the gunk and unmute ourselves. It's like somebody's trying to play a guitar, but they've got their socks stored in the guitar. It's gonna be you take the socks out of the guitar and you get this beautiful hum. The same with your body. Let's get the gunk out of your body and see how you brighten up and vibrate and feel great. You want to be the hero in your life. And in order to do that, we have to create habits that over time take us to where we want to go. We can make time our superpower. And the thing is, everybody wants everything right now. And that's not how things grow. They grow naturally over time. And if you can make little habits in your life, like this couple of drops every couple of hours, oh my gosh, and lots of water, you can take a daily shower on the inside as well as the outside. Again, your health is the foundation to your whole life and all that you're going to be creating in it. We do not have to slide back and get tired, okay? We can be proactive about our health. You can too. You have a big life to live, okay? This is important. I want to say thank you for your time. I've tried to be as focused and as energetic as possible to give you a broad understanding. Again, I invite you to go back out onto Google and put in any disease name and heavy metals. I think you're going to be shocked. I want to wish you a long and wondrous life, and know that every ending is always a new beginning. There's something magnificent waiting for you. Get back to the person who invited you. I know we've all heard that thing that says, today is the best day of the rest of your life. Let's make this the best day of the rest of your life. Oh, we've heard the slogan goes, today is the first day of the rest of your life, and this is the best day of the rest of your life. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for your time and your attention. Again, get back to the person who brought you to this webinar. And again, my name is Udana Power, and I'm so excited for all of us that we have a new opportunity to live fantastic, powerful, authentic lives.